should call you something different. Something you don't hear very often. I wouldn't want you getting teased in the playground, though. Do you know, I was the only Bernice in my school. I used to get really embarrassed about it. Although, having said that, I was quite glad of it when I got older, because it made me feel unique. I mean, you'd want to be a Tracy when you could be a Bernice. I used to sit next to this girl at school called Tracy Simpson. I remember thinking, well, Bernice, at least you don't sound common like her. Maybe I will call you something different. Eve. That's a nice name. Quite modern sounding. Oh, although it must be one of the oldest names going, along with Adam. Dad, how long have you been there?
Oh, I just got here this second.
I was just thinking, maybe I should call the baby something beginning with T. Tess, perhaps. Then it could be TT, like I was BB.
Yeah, I suppose you were.
Do you know, I remember my first kiss. Terry O'Neill in the 4th year. Well, I was a late starter.
I'm glad to hear it.
You know, I remember we came out the school disco together and he sort of pushed me up against the wall and he said to me, I don't half fancy you, Bernice Blackstock. He used to write T.O. for BB on his desk. And that's how I got my nickname, BB.
Well, as long as you steer clear of anything beginning with E, Mrs. Thomas, baby, I get along just fine.
Right, you get on with sorting things out here and I'll make a start on the kitchen.
I'm sorry, Marlon.
Tricia, sweetheart, like I said, what's done is done.
Yeah, but we're a waitress down, which creates more work for you. And I've fallen out with someone else.
Make it sound like you got tons of enemies.
Well, I have.
Like who?
Well, Bernice ain't talking to me. Morning.
Hi, Kathy.
Feeling pleased with yourself, are you?
Look, Kathy, I think it's best...
I don't know why you don't just sack me. No, neither do I. And you do well to remember that it's us, not you, who've got the authority to hire and fire. In future, leave the management of this place to myself and Marlon.
You know, it's very important to get the name just right, isn't it, Ash? I mean, when I think of the times I've been introduced to someone and they say, for instance, hi, my name's Wayne. And I think to myself, well, I wouldn't have had you down as a Wayne. You're more of a Philip. And then there's other people, when they tell you a name, you're not a bit surprised.
Well, perhaps we'd be best working with a list of names we like, rather than trying to second-guess ones which might suit the baby's personality.
What are you doing?
I'm just reading through my sermon for this morning's Easter service.
Oh, you're so committed. Well, then there's the issue of vowels and consonants. With a surname like Thomas, it might be best to choose a name which repeats the sound of the hard O. Corinne, for instance.
But not one would suggest Thomas.
Oh, Thomas, imagine. I should make a list. Oh, I know, Julia. Now, that's a beautiful name.
Yes, I like Julia.
The sort of name I would have thought would suit a princess, which is what our baby will be.
Or Prince, if he's a boy. Well, I'd better be making a move.
All right then, sweetheart. Will I see you later?
I thought I might go for a run after the service with Terry.
Becoming quite the little athlete, aren't we? Oh, I'm so glad. It's so important that our baby has fit and healthy parents.
I don't think he or she is going to be looking at the next Sebastian Coe.
Just think, Ash. We'll be able to see our baby for the first time on Wednesday on the scan.
It's quite exciting, isn't it?
I think I might cry.
Must have made more than this.
If I had another job, would be fine.
No, we wouldn't. We're not talking a few pound here.
But it'd help. I could work days somewhere else and nights here. You and Chloe could cope.
Yeah, well, it's not like there's hundreds of jobs up for grabs around here, is it?
Oh, hello, Grandad.
Tricia?
So, how are you?
It's you one should be asking that of. From what I've heard, you behaved disgracefully towards Betty. I hope you're thoroughly ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, Alan, it's been dealt with. Best if we just leave it, eh?
Sorry, Grandad, I was just stressed out.
It's time you learnt some people skills, young lady.
Have you just come in here to have a go at me?
No, as a matter of fact, I've wanted a word with Marlon. I want a table for 2 at 1 o'clock.
No problem, Alan. We'll see you then.
For you and Diane, is it?
Yeah, you're not speaking to her either.
No, I was just wondering how it's going between the two of you, that's all.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry.
Come here. Sorry I've been such a letdown. Can you forgive me?
When haven't I?
You can take that look off your faces.
Bit gory for you, innit?
There'll be a letter going off to the distributors first thing in the morning, and if I am to make an informed complaint, I need to be sure of the content. You'll find that's the right money.
I reckon it's all an act, personally. You should see the magazine she flicks through.
Really?
The lady doth protest too much.
Hiya.
Yeah, how's it going?
Fine, yeah, just stocking up on comfort food. How did it go last night?
Hey, it was just a drink.
I should hope so too. After all, Sean hasn't exactly got a great track record, has he?
Well, I must admit, it was nice to have some male company for once. I haven't had a night out with a man for ages.
Well, you be careful. Don't go getting too involved.
Just sorting my shelving. I was.
Bernice, there was nothing in it, so stop worrying.
All right, then. I'll see you later. Oh, actually, Kathy, have you got a minute?
Yeah, shall we?
I think that might be a good idea.
I'll come back for what I want later, Viv.
Do what you like. Doesn't bother me.
Did I tell you I had another run-in with Tricia?
Fancy sacking Betty without consulting you.
Well, she never used to be like that. It's like she's developed some power complex or something.
No, Kath, let me correct you there. She was always like that. She's just very good at putting on an act. I'm only sorry I fell for it.
Well, she was a very good friend to you, though, once.
Yeah, well, Gavin was a good lover to me once. And Tony a good husband. Get my drift?
Well, I won't even start on my list of Jekyll and Hydes. So, what was it you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, it's not common knowledge yet. Only family know. But I wanted to tell you before the rest. I'm pregnant.
Oh, Bernice, that's fantastic news. Oh, I'm so pleased for you. You both must be over the moon.
Yeah, we are.
Look at Carlos. So glad he's found someone.
Yeah, so am I.
It's dead crowded at yours in the morning. Well, at night as well. So why don't you come and stay with me some evenings at the vicarage?
Could do, yeah.
Bernice and Ashley won't mind. I mean, might be a vicarage, but they don't expect me to live like a nun.
No, I don't suppose they do.
So what do you say then?
I don't know how comfortable I'd feel, you know, not being a churchgoer and all that.
I can't see a problem. It's the 21st century, Carlos, and Bernice is my sister.
I know. Yeah, of course, why not?
He did what? What does the cot for the baby? Mum, what's wrong with that? He's my dad.
Yes, and once again he's using money to win affection. Story of his life. Anyway, isn't it a bit early to go buying a cot?
Oh, stop being so critical. Me and Ashley thought it was lovely of him.
Which would have been his intention.
And why not? Mum, this isn't a competition between you and Dad. Things like that don't mean that I feel closer to him than to you. And don't go saying anything to upset him, please.
Of course I won't say anything.
This place is feeling more and more like a student house. Does nobody have a proper job these days?
Well, Chris don't need me in till later. Fine by me.
When did you last see me taking a morning off?
Well, you boys might not be doing anything. I'm hard at it here.
She's working on plans for the B&B.
All right.
People round here won't believe their eyes. You know when they opened that new wing at the National Gallery? I've been looking spots off that.
Oh, got a few million quid to spend on the place, have you?
I don't think I need to go quite that far. I think 5 or 6 figures should suffice. I'm thinking of having a sculpture and reception. You know, something that costs a few bob.
Right, I'm going for a run.
Who are you trying to impress?
At least I'm fit, unlike you two.
Well, it's not us who smoke.
I bet you couldn't even run for a bus.
I'll have you know I was a champion sprinter.
Past tense, Carlos. Means nothing.
Right, that's it.
Well, this is an unexpected visit.
Yeah, I know.
Well, whatever it is, make it quick. In case you hadn't noticed, it's lunchtime and there's only me and Nicola behind the bar.
Oh, she's not very good at handling it on her own then?
Nicola is a perfectly competent barmaid and a faster learner than some I've trained up.
Oh, good for her.
So come on then, what is it?
Well, I know you think I've got a nerve, but I was wondering if I could start working behind the bar again. I know you said no before, but it's just I really need to start earning us some more money, you see.
You're asking me again if you can have your old job back?
Yes. If you could see your way to employing me after all that's gone on, I was thinking we could put the past behind us.
The job that you resigned from after calling me all sorts?
Oh, I was worked up. You know what my mouth's like.
Well, thank you for your attempt at building a bridge, but I'm afraid it's not going to help you in your quest. I've quite enough staff at the moment.
Well, I thought you just said there was only 2 of you in the bar.
Yes, because Alan's taken my mum for lunch.
You enjoyed that, didn't you? Making me beg and then turning me away.
As I recall, I didn't make you do anything. It was you that requested a word, and as licensee, I decide if I wish to hire further staff.
Do you think I wanted to come over here and ask for a job? We've got no money. Marlon's working all the hours God sends, and I'm trying to find a way of making things easier for us.
Well, maybe you should rethink your menus.
How dare you? Our menu's in a class of its own.
I dare say, but perhaps a little pretentious.
Oh, look who's talking. If you were any sort of friend of Marlon's, you would have stopped serving food here the minute we opened and stopped stealing half of our customers.
I can't help it if Carlos's dishes are a more attractive option than Shay Marlon's.
They're not more attractive. They're just cheaper, like the staff in here.
Tricia, I really don't have the time to waste trading insults. Now, I have told you that I am not prepared to take you back on, and that decision is final. I'm sorry to hear that you and Marlon are struggling, but it's really no concern of mine. And may I also point out that it was your decision to resign from the War Pack, as it's your decision to continue behaving so childishly ever since.
Me? Childish? Compared to you, I'm an OAP.
I must remember that one. Now, if it's all the same to you, I've a bar heaving with customers.
Oh, that's it. Rub it in on how well you do compared to us. Well, I wouldn't gloat too much, Bernice, because I'm going to make it my mission to cut you down to size. This place will be empty by the time I'm finished with it. Just you see if it ain't.
Thank you for your time. Goodbye.
Oh, giddy aunt.
I'm exhausted.
Don't be daft. We've done less than a mile.
Very invigorating.
Oh, come on, Sean. We've been going slow enough to chat most of the way.
I'm knackered.
Just what I thought. Fit for naught.
Well, Mr. Universe need not fret.
Oi! Hardly beanpoles, you know.
What have you been looking in, a fairground mirror? Huh.
Thank you. That was delicious. Our compliments to the chef.
Oh, thanks, Grandad. Marlon will be over the moon.
Oh, so you made your choice between Alan and Jack then, have you?
You're not funny, Rodney.
Or are you still playing them off against one another?
You really ought to learn to keep that out.
Afternoon, Rodney.
Alan, good food today, is it?
Yes, wonderful. Bye, Tricia.
Bye.
Table for one, please.
What was that you were just saying about Diane two-timing?
Oh, well, it's progress, I suppose. In the old days, she'd often have 4 or 5 on the go. Is that one okay?
Sure, you must have got the wrong end of the stick.
I haven't. He said she was playing one off against the other. No wonder she was so concerned about Jack when he was inside. She's cheating on me granddad.
Well, even if she is, it's none of our business.
Of course it's our business.
Look, Tricia, I'm sure there's a perfectly innocent explanation. And who's to say Ronnie's not just stirring things up? Please don't go and do anything rash.
I hope you're right.
I mean, the cheek of it. Coming round here again asking for work.
She must be desperate. I feel a bit sorry for her.
Carlos, Tricia Fisher has got nobody but herself to blame.
Yeah, but we all make mistakes and we all get ourselves into situations that might not be the best for us.
What that girl needs is a lesson in tongue control. Time's gone by, I dare say. She would have had it cut out by now.
Best not dwell on it, eh?
Yeah, you're right.
So, apart from all that, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah. Looking forward to the hospital visit. Spent most of this morning discussing names.
Yeah, Ashley told me. Can I tempt you with some chocolate?
Very easily. I'm going to be good and say no. Managed to steer clear all weekend.
With a figure like yours, I'd say you're being unnecessarily cautious.
You after a pay rise?
No.
Anyway, you have it. I best get back to the bar. I'll see you later.
Yeah. See ya.
Hiya.
All right. Good day.
Yeah, not bad. I enjoyed last night. Thanks. Made a change not to be drinking on my own.
Tell me about it. Well, shall we?
Yeah, seeing as we were anyway.
Getting to be a bit of a habit, you two going out together, isn't it? Well, why not? Get it while you can, that's what I say. I don't suppose you'll have heard about my new plans for B&B, eh, Kathy?
No, not really, but tell you what, why don't you tell me another time?
Stuck up, Cal. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, Chris only wanted me for a couple of hours. I could get used to life like this.
Anyway, she was telling me the truth when she said nothing was going on between the pair of them.
Bernice, I really think it's not wise to read too much into things.
You know me, Ash. I'm the last person to make presumptions.
Anyway, how did your Easter service go?
Well...
He fair raced through it, and now we know why. So he could put on his shorts and puff his way round the village.
Oh, go for a run with Terry, did you?
Yes, and Sean and Carlos.
Is that right?
Come the next fundraiser, Vicar, you could do a lot worse than holding a Nobly Knees contest. Let's face it, there'd be at least 4 contenders.
It was knackering.
He doesn't waste much time, does he?
Bit like you when it comes to passing comment, then.
Tricia, please calm down.
I can't stop thinking about it, Marlon. I'm not having it. Why would Rodney make something like that up? I'm gonna have to go over there.
Where?
To their precious pub, of course. I'm gonna have it out with Diane.
No, you are not. I need you here.
It needs sorting, Marlon. Or she does, more like.
Tricia, I'd really rather you didn't. Wouldn't it be best if you didn't go causing any more trouble?
I'm not having them do any more upset to my family.
This is getting stupid.
I won't be long.
Tricia, please.
Marlon, read my lips. I'm not having it.
So, we had a chat and we've ended up with 5 names for a boy, 5 names for a girl. Max, Pierce, George, Albert and Guy. Eve, Grace, Charlotte, Julia and Heidi.
Oh, very nice, love.
How about Alexander for a boy and Tanya for a girl?
Who asked you?
Yeah.
Not content with buying your affections with a cot, he's now trying to choose the baby's name.
Just throwing in a suggestion.
Well, try the towel next and butt out.
Mum, will you leave it?
Diane, this grandchild of ours should be seen as a chance by all of us to put past grievances behind us. It's going to bring us together in the best possible way.
Excuse me.
We'll sit here.
Just as you decree, it's my everything.
Closed up early, have you?
Not that it's anything to do with you, but Emily's holding fort.
Where is she, then?
Sorry? Where's who?
With the wig on her head and the sexual appetite of a rabbit.
How dare you?
Right.
Now, just hang on a minute.
What's she doing?
Oh, hello, Tricia. Is everything okay?
You've got a bit of explaining to do, haven't you?
I beg your pardon?
You think you've been playing a clever game, do you? Seeing Jack Sugden behind me granddad's back? Hasn't your family done enough to us already?
Tricia, I don't know what you think you know,
Don't try and wriggle out of it, Diane. Rodney told me all about it at lunchtime. You've been sleeping with Jack all along, haven't you?
No, as it happens, I haven't. And if you don't mind, I do not want my private life screamed about in here.
I want you out this pub now.
Oh, you can shut your mouth. Nicking this place off him wasn't enough for you two, was it? You had to cheat on him to really hurt him. How can you live with yourself?
I have not been cheating on anyone.
What on earth's going on here?
This cow's been cheating on you, Grandad. She's been sleeping with Jack Sugden.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I think you may have your facts muddled, Tricia.
Don't you care?
Diane and I have a very open relationship.
I'll say if she's free to go off with anyone she fancies.
I meant that we discuss everything. What happened with Jack is in the past.
You knew about it.
In future, I would thank you to stop interfering in our and indeed anybody else's private business.
Satisfied, are you?
Right, get out. Not that way. Through the bar. I think I was going to give Emily the afternoon off.
Bet you'll want feeding. or we can wait for once.
You can all carry on drinking now. The show's over.
You all right, Mum?
I'm fine. Me sex life's public gossip, but hey, what do I care about something like that? Come on. Waiting for the players to take a bow, are you? There you go. Now get supping.
I'll help out behind the bar. I think it's best we behave as if nothing's happened, don't you?
Right.
Is it true, Diane?
What if it is?
Bit rich, isn't it? Having a relationship with Jack whilst you were accusing him of murdering Sarah. No wonder he's got no time for you.
You don't know anything about it.
You are a dark horse, aren't you? Mind you, if I was dating Tabby over there and some strapping farmer offered me a bit extra, I know what my answer would be.
And I know what mine is to you and all. Shut your trap, you half-witted bimbo. Anyone else care to comment? No? Wait till I'm out of sight. That's more your lot's style, isn't it?